My life for Nezu. I wish only to serve. Where shall my blood be spilled? My fate is sealed. The damned stand ready. I gladly obey. Thy will be done. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Stand ready. My fate is sealed. The damned stand ready. I gladly obey. I bow to your will. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Summoning thy bidding. My life for Nezu. Summoning is complete.
We demand additional lumber. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Where shall my blood be spilled? I gladly obey. Yes, Master. Summon is complete. I bow to your will. I wish only to serve. My fate is sealed. I gladly obey. Thy bidding, Master. Thy will be done. Yes, Master. My fate is sealed. Summoning is night beckons. What? You thought of that? Thy bidding, Master. Will be done. Summoning is my fate is sealed. I gladly obey. Yes, Master. Summoning is my fate is sealed.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete. I gladly obey. Greetings. Summoning is complete.
That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. That was my
Summoning
plan.
is complete.
What is it now? You thought of that?
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Very well. Very well.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
I must hunt soon. Agreed. That was my plan. You thought of that?
I wish only to serve.
Research complete.
I bow to your will. Yes, Master.
That was my plan. Agreed.
My life for Nezul. Thy will be done.
Upgrade complete.
Thy bidding, Master.
What is it now? Very well. You thought of that?
Research complete.
I must hunt soon.
I wish only to serve.
Upgrade complete.
What? Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. That was my
Where
plan.
shall my blood be spilled? Yes, Master. Thy will be done. My fate is sealed.
I must hunt soon. Greetings. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. I hunger.
Research complete.
What is it now? You thought of that? That was my plan.
My life for Nezul. I bow to your
What is it now? Die. Very well. You thought of that?
I wish only to serve.
What, mortal? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. I hunger.
Thy bidding, Master.
Upgrade complete.
I gladly obey. Thy will be done.
Research
Summoning
complete.
is complete.
I must hunt soon.
life for Ner'zhul.
Greetings.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
What, mortal? I must hunt soon. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. I have heard the summons.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Greetings. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? You thought of that? Very well. Agreed.
An allied hero has been killed.
That was my plan. That was my plan. You thought
Our
of
brethren's
that?
town is under attack.
Very well. Agreed.
I bow to your will. Thy bidding, Master.
An allied hero has been killed. Research complete.
What, mortal? That was my plan. Death reigns. Hunger. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? Agreed.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Speak. What is it now? Very well. That was my plan. Very well. You thought of that.
Town is under attack.
Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. I must hunt soon. That was my plan. Very well.
Our brethren's town is under attack. Our brethren's town is under attack.
I must hunt soon. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Death rages. That was my plan. You thought of that? You thought of that? That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. Very well. What is it now? Greetings. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Die. Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? What, mortal? Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. I hunger. That was my plan. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. You thought of that? Die. I hunger. That was my I'll see to it. Greed. What is it now? Death rages.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Death rages.
Our brethren's town.
Thought of that? You thought of that?
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Time is fleeting. I have heard the summons. I must hunt soon. Very well. That was my plan. Very well. My plan. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan.
Our brethren's town is under
Agreed.
attack.
You thought of that? Time is fleeting. What mortal? Greetings. You thought of that? I hunger. Die.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
That was my plan. I'll consume the living and the dead. Indubitably. Indubitably. You thought of that? Agreed. Death rages. Death rages. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. I'll consume the living. You thought of that? Agreed. Die. That was my plan. I hunger. Death rages. Agreed. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well.
Our goal.
You thought. You thought of that? You thought of that? Very well. I hunger. I hunger. That was my plan. I hunger. I hunger. Die.